Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. Today is our very first YouTube video, and as you can see, what the title says, building your home-based freight dispatching empire, your ultimate side hustle guide. In this video, we will go over just how to start your own freight dispatching, independent freight dispatcher, or independent freight dispatching team. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So before we get started, I first want to start by introducing the company. The Great Power Trucking LLC is a trucking company based out of Coppers Cove, Texas. Now hiring CDL drivers and owner operators. So now we're going to go over individual force versus the entire army. Strength in numbers. Let's explore the reasons behind my emphasis on the power of numbers, particularly in the context of freight dispatching. Let's explore in the area of paperwork management. So, when it comes to freight dispatching, paperwork is a tedious task. So, the reason why I say there are strength in numbers, which don't worry, it will all make sense by the end of this video. There are strength in numbers because paperwork management is a task, although you can do this task on your own. But if you had a certain person assigned just doing the paperwork, like filling out carrier agreements, invoices, and even just doing your advertisements for that day, this task can be done very seamlessly with a team. The burnout. As a solo dispatcher managing multiple carriers, you find yourself working long hours, often late night. To keep up with the workload, you feel constantly stressed and exhausted, struggling to maintain a healthy work life balance. Despite your best efforts, you start to make mistakes in dispatching tasks, leading to mixed pickups and unhappy carriers. So, to avoid all this, that is why I stress there are strength in numbers. Still not convinced yet on as to whether you want to start solo or build your own freight dispatching team? Okay, well, what about this? Calling. You spend hours each day just making phone calls. So, as a one person dispatcher, if I spend hours and hours and hours making phone calls just to find one carrier, then guess what? I've wasted so many hours in a day. Well, look at it this way, if you build a team of dispatchers, it can be family members, it can be a team of single moms, it can be a group of veterans, it can be a group of anybody. You build this team and you give one task of making the calls during the day to that one particular person, then another person can be handling something else. Then your 8 hours that you're gonna set aside just to do freight dispatching can be worth your while. No doubt about it, you're definitely going to be monitoring those load boards. That's without a doubt. Being a freight dispatcher, that's all you're do. You're going to be constantly monitoring load boards. So, again, if you had a person only for load board monitoring, then guess what? One person can be handling the task of booking loads for those carriers that the other person already reached out to and made phone calls throughout the day. Remember, if you haven't learned by now, there are strength in numbers. Remember those examples I gave to you earlier about like single moms and all that? Well, let me just elaborate on that a little bit more. Think of this on a larger scale, as that is crucial. I'm going to give you a few examples of team building. If you're a stay at home mom, include other stay at home moms and dispatch together. If you're a group of veterans, connect with fellow veterans and build together. If you're a group of entrepreneurs, build a group together by joining forces instead of tackling tasks individually. Group together and share cost of LLC, your website, and all of your supplies. If you build together, then guess what? You can also split costs together. So this person can handle the website and pay for it. This person can handle the LLC and pay for it. Make it a family business. Remember, there are strength in numbers. So if you can see that there is indeed, yep, I'm going to say it again, strength in numbers, then leave a comment down below. If you want to know just how you can start your own freight dispatching team, the link in the description box to my website and also the email is down below. Let's connect. There are indeed strength in numbers. Think of it as starting a family business. Think of it as grouping people together. Think of it as splitting costs. Everything can work out if you work together.